first, I'd like to ask you, you went over 7+1 tips to success in digital marketing, and I'd love if you could just very briefly give us some sound bites of that chat.
Sure, absolutely. I don't think anybody has any question about search, that we need to do it. I think what has happened over the last couple of years, particularly because of the economy and this need to be really accountable and measure everything and have an ROI, is that we maybe have put too much of our eggs in the search basket to the exclusion of display branding advertising. And there's a host of new studies and surveys that show that display advertising online, whether it's video or banners or other sponsorships, other forms of branding forms of advertising, can lead to increased search activity that leads them to be more brand specific in their search queries towards your brand if you're branding, to influence at a significant degree online sales as well as offline sales.
Right. Now, Geoff, if it were you marketing a destination like Montreal, in order of importance, what would you do first? Organic, search engine optimization, paid search marketing, mobile, video, or social media?
All of the above.
Okay.
I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear, but seriously, I think that the problem is that if we just do search, whether it's organic, paid placement, and we ignore all of the things that brought the person to make a search in the first place, we get ourselves into trouble. And what we essentially do is we go down the bunny hole and we create a smaller and smaller universe of people who have already heard of us, right? And we end up just kind of reinforcing to the people who would already pick us. The other aspect is when I'm doing a search as a consumer and I get 50 gazillion choices back from Google or Yahoo, why do I pick one link versus another? Often that's because I'm familiar with a particular brand. I would definitely do search. I couldn't pick just one thing. I would pick search. I would definitely look at video. Video is a great way to communicate what's really going on, particularly for something as rich as an entire city and a culture. You can capture people's emotions talking about various places they've been to in Montreal. You can see the sights, sounds, motions, and emotions that are a part of this thriving city. So definitely I would do online video.
The question that we have to ask ourselves, are we in a cycle where economically things will eventually get better and return to some state of normalcy? I wager that we're not in a cycle, but that we're actually in a cyclone. A cyclone that wreaks havoc and changes the infrastructure, the very fundamentals of media buying and marketing. It's all being churned up in a blender and turned around. And a large part of that, of course, is because of digital. So let's take a